No, let's just say, who is that mystery God?
There is no mystery.
There is no mystery God.
Son of Man.
So the Son of Man have searched for that mystery God for trillions of years, and was unable to find it. And they all agree. They all agree. Oh, they said, I mean, they didn't know.
The way I always drew it up is that wasn't the first time. It's like things move in cycles.
Yeah,
so it's like.
But what happened 3 years ago that made us not have knowledge? How do we got it now?
I imagine something similar to what we
Let me tell you how I do it. I see it my own way, right? I deal with the tree, but not talking about actually trees, talking about triple darkness. So the trees of years mean you was searching while you was in triple darkness for that mystery God, right? While you was in that, what is it, trees of years, it might be saying actually years. It might be saying when you was in that state of triple darkness, you was searching for that mystery God. And finally, one brother taught you the truth, and you're what agreed. Well, I agree with you, God. The only God is the Son of Man. I ain't looking no more. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see the Trinity is. I don't accept none of that shit on face value. Like when they talk about population, the original nation, 17 was too many Indians. The Indians are original people. Why would they separate the original man from the Indian? Why would they do that shit?
I think it was partly to make a point.
They're giving you an equation.
That's all it is.
17 plus 2 equals 19. So we're not talking about the amount of people, we're talking about the type of people. Of people who got the knowledge of God. The 17th degree, what does it mean in civilization? They got the knowledge of God, know what it means in civilization. Plus 2. I mean, they only know it, but they use their wisdom to what? Equal 19, make knowledge of God.
Let me give you something to think about.
You're dealing with the people to teach.
I just want you to think about this, okay? The God says something that's relevant to what I'm saying. He spoke about triple darkness, a state that we was in at one time, a state that we was in before we became what?
Aware.
Aware, or a state that become before it became conscious, or a state of before we become what?
5%.
What?
5%.
5%, or a state we was in before it became physical.
Oh, right.
I always thought that we didn't have, we was, you know, saying not in the physical form.
It's a state of mind.
Right.
All right? God, we was not always in the form we are now. One time I heard this God on a train quote the Great Understanding. That was, to me, that was phenomenal. He was going back to Medina, he quoted the lesson, I listened to him, the Great Understanding. I can barely remember right now, you know. But we was not always in the physical form. The lesson tell you, Elijah tell you that. At one time, he was in a state of mind. He got a lesson called the creation of the mind and living in the universe. So, because we was never in this form, we never lived in that form. We was always in a state of mind before we became physical. Before we became arm, leg, arm, head. We weren't always in this form because the planet was not always here. We could not become physical, arm, leg, arm, head, till we created the planet. All right then. Once we build a home for ourselves, we got to find out how to live on this planet. We not no mystery God. We don't say, and so it right. You got to search. You got to search. You got to do what? You got to experiment. So now they don't found bones. They call the bones Homo habilis, Zinjanthropus, Australopithecus. They found bones where they say man-like monkeys. But God, them was the original people on the triple darkness, finding out how to live on this planet in the physical form. We knew how to live on the universe in triple darkness. Once we created the planet, how do we live on the planet? We never been there before. We just created the planet. We got to find out what food eats. We got to find out what air to breathe. What water. We got to find out all these things before we can adjust. And in doing that, we transform. So you see some bones they found. They say like a man-like monkey. They call it Zinjanthropus. Because we are dealing with how to live on this planet. We never lived it before. So God experiment with our explosive. How do you experiment? You deal with it. You examine it. So you find some bone structure, they call it man-like monkey. That's us developing our bodies, how to live on this planet in the physical form. We never lived in the physical form before. They called purified gas, atomic gas, in a state of mind, triple darkness. Now you're going to leave that triple darkness and come into a physical form. If you never lived in a form of that before, how you live in it? If you never did it before, how you know how to do it?
Experience.
You got to experiment, so you do it. The first form we did didn't come out right. The first form we didn't come out right. We kept doing it. They found some man like monkey the brain was not developed properly. As we being developed physically, we found the right body to live in with our mental state. During that period, it took trillions of years. That's why some of them bones they found are trillions of years old. We were searching for the mystery God that was the physical composition, not the mental. We never lived mentally. We've been living in triple darkness for trillions already, but not physical. We wasn't physical. We used to jump out the planet, out of the universe, and say we're gonna be physical. We didn't know how to do it. We had to experiment.
We were searching for what we were about to become.
Right.
I like that.
Think about it, God.
Yeah.
Think about it.
We were searching for trillions of years in that state of consciousness. We were searching for what we was about to become.
There you go, God.
And then when we made ourselves manifest, so when we made ourselves manifest in the flesh,
Right.
then we agreed. That's the Son of
This is how we
Man.
want to live. This is how we want to live.
Everything
It took us
to come from an atom.
trillions of years to find out what body live in.
To come from an atom to a lot of the original man, you saying it took us trillions of years.
They found out the perfect body and the perfect mind. We was always God invented. We want to always God physical because we needed no physical. So once we decided to make the physical, to find out how we gonna live on this planet. We created a planet. We need oxygen. We need lungs. We need a nose. We need to develop these things. But in order to development, we had to come from what they call a one-cell amoeba. Elijah will tell you that. He said when he come out of the water, how do you come out? He said we come out of terrestrial waters, a brain and a liver. He said when somebody get his stretchers and molars, that's evolution. Your body change. All right, we can't live like that. So they found them bones because we see that one the bone we want. 1,000 years later, we want to know. A million years later. That's why you see some black men look like monkeys, look like this, look like that. Going all the way back to one-cell amoebas until we found out the arm, leg, arm, head. We wanted to find the little man.
If Mecca did this.